This conference will now be recorded.
So, as part of Tosca, so we will discuss a few things about the Tosca automation. Like these are very important. Like if they will ask or they won't be, but it is very important concept that we have to know. Like while learning with the Tosca. So my voice is clear, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So what we will do today? So we will create one workspace. So and I will explain you like what are the things needed for the like while creating the workspace and all. So once after installation done with the Tosca automation, like the tool will be looks like this. So you want to create a new workspace. You just click on the create new. So what is a workspace? Let's discuss the few things.
Awesome.
Workspace. So where exactly
Thank
where you are going to your
Hey, what can I say? Sitting there.
please be go on mute please.
you.
So where you are going to create your test cases and all. So this we are calling it as a workspace. Okay. So you want to give a specified name for your workspace. Okay. But whenever you are creating a workspace, so are you seeing the selected type of repository, right? So the selected type of repository is like where exactly you are storing your workspace. So repository is nothing but where exactly we are storing our workspace. Okay, so that is repository. So in the repository, like we are having four types. Okay, so like actually we are with two types of workspace we are having, like single user workspace, single user workspace, and multi-user workspace. So let me explain this. Before going to explain this, what we will do, uh, we will discuss the components of Tosca. Then later we will come for workspace. Okay, what are the Tosca components we are having? So this is one of the important interview question. So the first is like we are having four components. Components is different, sections is different. Okay, so the first thing is Tosca commander, where exactly you are storing your workspaces, like where exactly you are working with the workspace. Like we can say project also, like the Tosca commander. Multiple workspaces we can create and multiple integrations we can do in the Tosca commander. And XScan. So XScan wizard is the concept like which we are capturing the modules. Like XScan wizard is used to capture the modules. Okay. So the third one is execution. So once after creating your modules, you are creating your test cases, then you have to execute the test cases. So for that purpose, like we are using executions. Okay, and the last one is repository. Okay, so where exactly you are storing your workspace. So here in the workspace, like we are having two types of workspaces, like single user and multi-user workspace. So when you are selecting the none, it is a single user workspace. Like whatever the workspaces you are going to create, that will be stored under your local in the sense your personal laptop. Okay, so whereas multi-user is like most of the organizations, they will follow a multi-user workspace. Okay, so what is the difference between single user workspace and multi-user workspaces? Like you are storing your workspaces under your local laptop, that is a single user workspace. And whereas multi-user workspace, like the team which are going to work with the workspace, and we are creating that workspace under server. Okay, in the types of repositories, like in the single user workspace only we are selecting none, whereas coming to the multiple user workspace, you will be having like Oracle, MS SQL Server and DB2. Like most of the organizations, they will prefer the database, like where exactly you have to store your data and you have to work together. Okay, so whereas coming to the SQLite, see, for each and every repository like multi-user workspace, you need a connection string. Connection string is nothing but there will be some data source like server address, user ID, and password. Okay, without these, you are unable to work connect with the server. So wherever in the organization, after installing like the setup file, they will provide once you are installing the Tosca commander, so they will provide you the connection string. So once you are adding the connection string, like what type of the server they will use, like MS SQL Server, Oracle, or DB2, particularly for that they need like they will provide the server address like connection string. So once after adding the connection string, you have to test the connection. Okay, so here we don't have any server address, so that is why like we are getting this issue. Okay, so now for the practice purpose, like you need to work with the team, like you want to know like how the multi-user environment will be there and all, like you will go with SQLite. Okay, SQLite is nothing but it is a multi-user workspace. Like you are able to learn about the how the multi-user workspace will
Some disturbance.
looks like.
I'm not able to hear. There is lot of disturbance.
Please
Yes.
go on mute. Now it is okay, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine.
So in the repositories, like we will be having none is for single user workspace, and uh, remaining all three, like the organizations will prefer these three. And whenever you are selecting any of the server, you will be having a connection string for that, like you have to add and you need to test that connection, and you have to create. Okay, so now for practice purpose we can use the SQLite. Okay, so what we will do, like today we will work with a single user workspace, and later like we will create a multi-user workspace, and we will work with the multi-user workspace. Okay, so now we have to select create single user workspace none. So you have to provide the name for the workspace. So here like you are seeing the use workspace template, right? So if you are selecting whenever you are installing Tosca commander to your system, some predefined modules will be comes with Tosca commander. Okay, you will get some predefined modules. that like we are calling it as a standard modules. So to get that into your project, so you have to click on this use workspace template. Okay, so the standard modules you will get the like you will get from main Tosca to your workspace. Okay, so the .tsu, like whenever your workspace is you are creating your workspace, uh, this .tsu is like Tosca subset. Okay, so standard modules are like the subset files for Tosca, and your workspace will be going to create with the extension of .tws, Tosca workspace. Okay, so .tsu is Tosca subset, and whereas .tws is Tosca workspace. So once you are creating the workspace, your Tosca will be looks like this. Okay, so this is the way like creating the workspace. So once after creating the workspace, like what you have to do is like uh, we have to design our Tosca in a proper manner. Okay, like a proper folder structure you have to follow, a proper naming convention you have to follow. Like we can say that best practices. So best practices for using Tosca. Okay, proper naming conventions is needed. Proper naming conventions will be there. Like whenever you are working with any project, suppose for example if you are working with the HDFC bank application. Okay, so for that, like for your test case, like what you have to name it as like HDFC. Okay, so if you are working for a login page, then it should be a login. So like that you have to provide a proper naming convention. Like suppose for example you are creating a smoke test cases, so for that particular folder you have to write like, so HDFC smoke test cases. So like that proper naming should be mandatory while you are creating modules, while you are creating the test cases, and while you are creating the execution list. For each and every folder, proper naming should be mandatory. Okay, and system system resolution and application, like browser resolution should be 100%. So whenever you are working with the Tosca, you need to check whether the system resolution and browser resolution should be 100%. So if it is not there in the 100%, what it will happen, I will show you. So if the application is not in 100%, okay, what exactly happens, let us see. So whenever you are you want to work with the application, so these are objects. Okay, so each and every thing we are calling it as an object. So but in Tosca we are calling these as a controls. So in Selenium, like, we are calling these as elements. Okay, now here we are calling these as a controls. So whereas, like, in every application we will be having like text boxes, check boxes, radio buttons, tables, buttons, links, everything we will be having. Okay, so if the application is not in 100%, like, you have to get the application, like, you have to get this text box to enter the value, right? So for that, if suppose the application is not in 100%, whenever you are going to scan, whenever you are going to scan the application, so here you have to create one folder. Okay, so we are working with tools QA. Okay, it's a demo application. Okay, what we will do, we will write like this: demo tools QA. Okay, so to get the element control to your module, just click on that scan application. So the XScan wizard will open. So in that you have to select your application and click on scan. Whatever the application you are going to select, that application we can scan, and we will get that modules to our Tosca. So whenever you are seeing, like, click on controls in your application to add them, then only you are supposed to go to the application and you are supposed to scan. See, when I'm trying to add this text box, I'm unable to scan this text box. Why? Means the percentage is not 100%. So what I am doing, so I am changing this to 100%, and I will try to scan the application. So whenever you are selecting, let me show you one thing. In the basic view, I will explain you what is the basic and what is the advanced. So whenever you are trying to scan, okay, so you will see the name of that particular text box on the top. Okay, see. And the submit. So it has taken another one. Let me. So if you are unable to get this button, so what you can do, you can go for advanced view. In basic view, nothing will be there. Whatever you are adding, it will be comes under basic view. Whereas coming to advanced view, so whatever there in the application, you will be like you will be seeing all that content in the advanced properties. Okay, I will show you that also.
மண்டேலேருந்து கிளாஸ் இது டோஸ்கா சீரியஸ்
Okay, so first we will close this and I will show you again like what is there in the advanced properties. Okay, again what I am doing, I am clicking on scan application, select the application and click on scan. So to see all the elements in the application in the XScan wizard, just go for advanced properties. See what all there in the application you are supposed to see here. Okay, if you are enlarging this, so you are able to see complete content what is there under your application, complete items you are going to see here. Okay, so this is the use of the advanced properties, like where you can see the items in clear. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, so what I did, like I did all the whatever there in the text box I added into one module. Okay, and I am renaming this as text box. So demo QA will be there, and you have to specify like this a proper naming convention. By seeing the module only, you have to know that which kind of module is that. Okay, so let take this module to the test case. Like before going to take the test case, like creating the test case, first you have to create one folder. So for that folder, give a proper naming. Okay, the text box you are going to work, right? So the same name you will provide here, and right click on this, click on create test case. Okay, so here also you can create and here also you can create. Okay, so this is like text box, the test case is with the text box. Now what you have to do, you need to drag this and drop this. So before going to add this, like we need to open the URL, right? So for that, in the standard modules, in the engines, in the HTML, you will be having open URL and close browser. So you can go with this to open the URL. Okay, so here what is the URL you will be having, just you have to give under the value. So this inverted commas is not needed. Okay, I will extend this. Okay, so whenever you have taken your module, so what all the properties for that particular module will be shown under. Yeah,
Actually, can you maximize screen? I'm not able to see clearly. What is maximum already?
how, what
Screen.
you
Maximize
are
screen.
unable to see?
Yes.
So you just click on the window,
No, no.
like
Some guys are watching by the mobile. That's why this is happening.
No. I'm logging to laptop, but I
Okay, I'm
already done
watching.
the full screen.
Yeah, you can use this pop out to like separate window and you can see.
Okay. Okay. Okay, I will check.
We have the zoom option also. We can zoom it.
You can zoom the
Okay, okay, yeah.
screen, right? Is this okay?
Yes, yes, yes. Okay.
Huh. I will adjust this also. Okay. So whatever related to this particular control, all the properties you will be seeing here. Okay. So these are the technical properties, and some of are like it will take the title of the application, what engine it is, like it is a HTML. Like whenever you are seeing the application, when you are inspecting this, it completely written under the HTML only. Okay, so that is why the engine it's specified like HTML. Okay, one by one we will discuss it later. Okay, so just I drop the text box, and for the open URL I have provided, and also what I am doing, so I will specify the browser. Just we will discuss this later. Just I'm adding the browser here, Firefox, and this. So for the submit, like we need to click on the submit, right? So we have to provide the click. Okay. So now I will close this and let's run this. So whenever you are running, automatically the elapsed time and remaining time will be visible. Okay, so this will be automatically we will get, see the application got opened. So if any issue with the identifying the text boxes and all, it, it will fail the test case. Okay, so actually the thing is where exactly it got clicked for submit, it is not the exact point. Okay, so for that, like we need to use the mouse operations that we will discuss later, but it needs to be click on submit, right? So I will inform, like I will discuss you to later. So see, once the test case like it got entered all the values, so automatically you will get the scratchbook. So it will specify like what are the steps got passed and what are the steps got failed. So based upon that, once after completing here, so you have to take to the execution list. Okay, this is another concept. Okay, so in this way, like we are going to create a workspace and creating the test cases, but you need to follow some practices, like you have to do like proper naming conventions you have to. And first, before going to work the things, like first you have to analyze the scripts, like analyze the modules, like what all the modules got created in your application, each and everything you have to analyze the Tosca automation tool. Then only you are supposed to work with the application. So any doubts here?
Yeah, I went from the CA. Is my voice audible? Hello?
Yeah,
Hello, is
Vikrant.
my voice audible?
Yes, yes, study. Go ahead.
Yeah. Uh, one small question, ma'am. Once entering the fields, right, and we click a submit button. So in few cases, what will happen is after entering the fields and after the submit button, it will generate the pop-up message, and we capture the pop-up message through Tosca.
Yes, we can capture. We can scan that also. So once, if you are selecting the submit, automatically you are not getting any pop-up here. So you are getting the details here, right? So once after
Yes,
this, like you can verify these fields, like you can scan this. So after
but
clicking the submit, you have to scan this text box. Okay. So
okay,
what all the concepts you will be having, you have to scan this. You need to capture that, and you have to verify.
and one more thing, if the pop-up will display in few seconds only, is it that in the few seconds we will have that, ma'am? For
So
example,
in that case, like,
if you
what
click
you
on the
have to do is, what you have to do is, see, before executing the test cases in Tosca, so manually you have to do the flow. Why
okay,
means each and every thing, like step by step, if you are scanning, and you have to do on it, uh, first manually you have to do to scan, like it needs to be
okay,
go for next page, right? So
yes,
manually you have to do, right?
yes,
So
right,
that time, like the pop-up is displayed. Okay. So then what
okay,
you have to do, you will be having the option of debugger, like you have to open, like inspect. So you have to check here for the pop-up. So once any pop-up is displaying here, immediately open this dev tools by clicking on F12.
okay.
Okay. So automatically you will check that pop-up, and also you can pass the execution. Open the dev tools. So by using F8, you will pass the execution. So it is not working here. So I will show you this. So we have the option of pausing the application, and we can scan that and we can do. So otherwise, like what we can do is, uh, once the pop-up is appearing, so it is waiting for 2 to 3 seconds, right? So
Yes,
that
ma'am.
time, that time, like what is the option is, we have to pass the application by using the function keys. It will like for some time we can able to stay that pop up in the application. Okay. So manually we have to do that, then later go for the scan and scan that particular pop up. So I will show you that pop up also. Sometimes like we will get that pop up. See, like this is it, the pop up will appear, right? So sometimes whenever you are scanning, it won't be happen. So that time, like your approach will be different, like you have to create your own control and then you have to work. There is a, like easily we can handle the pop-ups also. We can scan that pop-ups, if even though it is not appear in the application for more time, we can pass the application and we can scan it and we can able to work with this.
Pop-up message, we can scan it.
Yes.
And one more thing, now currently we are using Tosca as a single user environment, so that it will stay in our local laptop. In multi-user, means like multiple team members will work, right? They will also
Yes.
scan lot of controls. For example, there are 4 to 5 members are there in the team, so they will
Hmm.
also scan all the controls. So we don't know whether he scanned the same control or not. It may create
Hmm.
confusion also, right? So how can we identify whether they scanned our controls or not, different controls? Can we identify that one?
Yes, we have the option of merging.
Okay,
Okay, so this will help you to separate the duplicate modules which related to already there in the application.
through merging we can identify the duplicate controls.
Yes.
That's thank you.
So that is why, like, without the duplication, what I'm saying is, like, before going to create your own requirements, like you are preparing. So first, you have to analyze what all the scripts they have prepared for the application. That is the best practice. Like before going to start your requirement, like you have to verify what all the modules already got created as part of that application, and then later you have to prepare your own requirement. See, for example, in the application, once after log into the application, let me share my screen. So in the application, for example, okay, in the application, you are already opening the URL and that verifying the title, verifying these buttons, all are there in your modules. Like each and every module they have created, but newly they added followers code to the application, like all these things. So what you have to do, you need to open the application if it is there in any other application. So then you have to click on this web shop, demo web shop. Like already this title got captured, like this logo got captured in your application. You will add this, and if you are clicking on this, and then you have to come down and capture all these followers: Facebook, Twitter, RSS, YouTube, Google. You have to capture this and you are validating. Okay, so in that way, like already open URL is a standard module, whereas demo web shop already they have scanned, so only you are using that. So before going to work with any of the feature, so what you have to do, you need to check your Tosca scripts, then later you have to create your own requirement, what you have to finish.
For example, if the
And
step is different for both scenarios, but flow is same, the step is
Yes.
different, then
Yes.
we can use that same thing.
Can you come again?
Means, for example, same functionality is there, but the step is
Okay.
different. In my module, it is different. My test is different. So if the right step is also same, that we can use the same models, same control.
So you are having two test steps. One is different and one is different, right?
Yes, right, right.
Yeah,
So
we can
before then,
handle. Yes, we can handle these kind of with the frameworks.
okay,
Yeah,
got it.
one by one we will go. Don't worry about that.
And last,
So what
sorry,
all the concepts we are having for the application, each and everything we are going to cover. Don't worry about that. Okay. If you are facing any difficulty, also I will help you to get out of from that.
last question.
and
We tell discuss that relation should be understand, right? If it is less than 100%, it will not scan the controls. If it is more than 100%, also
Yes,
same thing, same, right? Okay.
more than 100% also same. It won't scan. The default is like 100%.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and let the for the same question which was asked now, even we have this option of uh, check in and check out, right? Like for the modules that we are
Multi-user. Yes,
multi-user
multi-user workspace, you will be having check-in, checkout,
option.
checkout tree,
So
update all.
even that will avoid working on the same modules by multiple users, I believe, right? Even that can be.
No, not
So,
like that. That won't leak. That is different. So, whereas like you are creating any module, it won't help you to avoid the duplication. Why means somebody will created with a different name. You created with a different name. So the check-in and checkout, it won't help you to get it out of from the application, from the Tosca. So only the option is the merge option. So when you
okay.
are merging, automatically it will show you like what all the, it will identify the properties, what all there for that particular module. If the properties are same, okay, so automatically it will show us and it will ask us to like we have to merge or we need to keep only one. That option
Okay.
we have. Yeah.
Okay. And that the difference between .tsu and .tws, I did understand that part. Like when we
Yeah,
create a yeah.
TWS is a workspace where you are going to work. Like you have provided a name and you are creating, right? TSU is a subset, like where already with the installation you are getting that subsets, like standard modules, and even like whenever you are you want to, suppose you are doing any work, and you want to share that file to another, so then you are converting that like your project to the subset and you are sharing that to your colleagues or something, like you can do in that way also. Suppose I
Madam,
have created 1 minute,
can you please
I
share?
have
Can you please
yeah,
share your screen and show these examples, whatever you are referring with folder structure, TWS and TSU, like
yes, see this complete project, whatever you have specified a name, it is a TWS. See, you have given Tosca class, right, while creating your workspace. So the extension of this is like Tosca class.tws. It is a TWS, Tosca workspace. Whereas subset, when we while creating a workspace, we added standard modules to the application. That is a TSU. Okay, subset. And also, once you are creating any of the module, you can convert this as a subset and you can share it. So whatever the project you are doing, you can convert this as a subset and you can send to your friend. You can send the TWS also, but instead of sharing the TWS, TSUS, like they can use directly.
So
Like
TWS
some,
is okay. So
yeah,
TWS is something like at the project level, and TSU is something which is at the sub module
the
level, like the
complete
test
project, the complete
mod.
project.
can we
Okay.
see them in the folder structure, C drive, Tosca underscore projects, and the Tosca
Yeah.
workspace?
So this
Yeah.
like the specification of the Tosca is like it show where exactly your file existed in your laptop. So it is under C drive, under Tosca projects folder, under Tosca workspaces. So it created the Tosca class folder. Under that, with the resources, everything, it create one workspace.
So this defines TWS. And what about
Yes.
TSU? So TSU is something which is at a subset level, at module level or a test case level, you mean to say, is it?
It's not a label, okay? TSU is not a label. We can say one file, one complete project you are converting to the TSU and you are using that to your existing project also. Suppose, for example, I have like my friend shared me one subset with the APIs, list of APIs. So, what I am doing, I'm converting that to like I'm adding that subset to my existing project, and I can able to use that modules test cases. If execution list added, that execution also we can get here. Already I'm done with my requirements. Okay, whatever the requirements with the web application I have completed. So on the back end, like I have to work with the API. So my friend was completed the API flow. So what I did, like after like whatever he created, after that my flow will be continuing. So what I am doing, I'm asking him to share his subset to me. It will comes like whenever you are working in a local, like in local, if you are creating your workspaces, then the subset is needed. Once you are create, like once you are working with a multi-user workspace, there is no need of subset. Directly you can use your friends. Why means all the related stuff will be here under your project only.
Because the subset would come into the picture when we are doing the work locally,
Individually whenever you are
individually.
working, right? In
Right.
individual concept, the subset will be comes under into picture. Whenever you are going for multi-user workspace, it won't comes into the picture.
Even
Why
for
means
individual, even for individual, how are we adding that in our local repository? Like
we
how
will
do we
we
do
will
that?
discuss step by step. Definitely it will be confused if I am saying now. So
Okay.
we will discuss step by step. Don't worry about anything, like each and every concept I will cover in the regular classes, so don't worry about that. Okay, so everything like I will be going to discuss like as part of the interview questions. Okay, so in the real, like in the interview they won't ask any definitions, they definitely they will ask in the real time scenarios only they will ask. So in what way, like each and every topic, like whenever we are discussing on that, like in what way the interviewer was going to ask the question on that particular topic, in that way our classes will be there. And don't worry about that, and will provide some of the real time scenarios, like recently the people were facing with that kind of interview questions, we will provide you, and the resume preparation will be there. And we are going to create one WhatsApp group. Once after completion of the course, if any opportunities like we are getting to know, like we will share in that group also.
Okay. Okay.
Complete guidance will be there from our end. Okay.
Sure. Sure.
Yeah, tomorrow we don't have a class. From Monday we will start, like those who got registered, parallelly we will complete the installation process. Okay, how to download the tool, how to register, like how to install, like how to get the license and all, we will discuss. Don't worry about that part also. For the practice purpose also, we will arrange a tool for you. Even once after completing the Tosca SAP also we will provide you. So remaining configurations also we from our end. Okay, so any doubts?
Can we connect anyone in the institute for installation helping?
Installation process, like we are going to do on the live only. Okay, why means if uh, you have to know, right, in future if you are facing any problem with the installation, like you have to do it on your own. So that is why what we thought is like we want to explain you that process step by step, like how to do all the things by yourself, like we have decided that thing. So from Monday we will start with the installation and the license also. Okay,
Okay, what is the version of this one which we are discussing currently?
currently we are discussing, it is a 2024.1.7 I think, the exact version.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, it's
And
24.1.7, 64-bit.
Windows should be more than 10, right? Because I was
Yes,
trying with Windows 8, but
you
it is
can
failed.
update. You can update that to 10, right?
Ah, yes.
Hmm. So the specifications for Tosca is like it will support like newer version will support with more than 10. You can which version you are trying?
16.1.
You have to try with 13.
Okay.
Try with 13 or 12. But newer
Okay.
version you have to upgrade your Windows. For
Ah,
Mac
yes,
it won't
definitely.
support. For Mac it won't
Um,
support. For Mac you have to take again AWS server and you have to do installation in that server. So it supports Windows only. Like previously we are having, but now the setup file we don't have for the Mac. Any doubts?
Lata, for registration, we required corporate ID, right? As we discussed in the first day. What if
Yes, we
I
will
don't have
provide.
the corporate ID?
Like it is a domain name. With a domain name you are getting. Like suppose for you are working with the Infosys. So your email ID will be like infosys.com, right? @infosys.com. Like that it will come.
So you guys will provide that ID, right?
Yes, we are going to provide you. Don't
Okay.
worry about it. Yeah.
Thank you.
See, whatever the requirements for Tosca, everything we will provide you. Don't worry about that anything. Definitely, we will help you to get a better job with a better package once after completing the course. We will provide you that much confidence for you. Okay. Anything else?
in demo session, last instructor given one PPT, I think, right? Do you have that PPT?
PPT you want?
I saw the demo session one.
Okay.
It is given by some other person
Okay.
from your institute, but they
Uh-huh.
provided one PPT, right?
Uh.
Okay.
So
Can we get?
actually, like, actually, my way of teaching is different.
Yes, yes. That's why I did not tell you, but it was very good PPT. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you want, like, we will show you in the video. Okay.
Okay, sure, sure.
Yeah.
One more question.
Yes.
Just you want this course ends by which date? Probable date.
So we can't tell like a proper end date. Think that like for sorry, for July end. Think that like it ends at July end.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yeah.
if any classes miss, okay, if we are going to miss any classes, so we will compensate that classes. Don't worry about that also. Like in the on the first day, somebody asked like that, like if we missed any classes, like what about that? So if we are going to miss any classes, like from my end, if we are going to miss any classes, I will compensate that. Like if anyone was not joining the class, like they will get the recordings, they can follow. If anything like they were not understanding the concept which is there in the recording, you just ask after the class, like I will provide you the time. So in that time, like you can ask me.
Sure.
Yeah. So the
We
complete
will
time, the
Hi, Lita.
complete, yeah,
We
go
will
ahead.
have the recordings access we will have until some time, or it will be over when after, I mean, when the class gets completed.
No, 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 it will be there. You will be having access.
Okay.
Whatever the mail ID you are supposed to do, or like provide
Mm.
us, So with
Hmm.
that, like, you will be having the access.
Okay, fine. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. Tell me.
So when is the end date of this class?
So
Tentatively,
think that it will be end on July last week.
July last week. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's 35 hours.
One or two more will be there. Yeah, like I have provided 38 sessions, right? I
Yes.
informed you. So there won't be a less sessions. There will be a more sessions only.
Okay.
But think that 38 sessions will be there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, sure. And we got the 38 sessions recording, right?
How many classes we are going to discuss? That many classes recordings you will get.
And one more thing, yeah, you are also including in this syllabus, right? SAP and API testing, right? Integration of SAP.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I
ma'am.
just have a
Can we
request.
download your
Ma'am,
recordings, ma'am?
Can we?
Download recordings in our local?
No, no.
No.
The
Okay.
download will be not there. Like you have to check with the team. Like you will be getting the download access or not. Like I don't know
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
So please contact with the admin team.
Okay. Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, Ma'am, I just have a request if it's possible.
yeah, Bhavin. Yeah.
Like, can you introduce the means what we gonna cover in this particular session? Like upfront, like we gonna cover as you said in syllabus, like
Yes,
Tosca
yes.
component or
Yeah,
section.
one minute. I will going to share you. So I thought to share, but 2 minutes. Give me 2 minutes. I will share.
Yeah, thank you.
So able to see my screen, right?
Yes. Mm,
See, this is the content. Okay.
no.
So the Tosca components, sections in Tosca, types of engines, identifiers, test configuration parameters, synchronization, basic window operations, screenshots in Tosca, folder operations, file operations, dynamic expressions, recovery scenario, cleanup scenario, conditions and loops, arithmetic operations, Excel operations, click operations, frameworks like modular, data driven, hybrid, and TDS, DEX with AOS and with legacy, server setup, and what is a test mandate, test event, configurations. So, agent and server configuration setup, execution scheduling, recording, manual, automation, automated test data driven, exploratory scenario, and Tosca with SAP. Okay, these are the things we are going to cover as part of Tosca with SAP. Okay, like working with the GUI application, how to get the access, and what are these modules like for what purpose like we are going to use these, and what are with live example we are going to create these one round of complete flow, end-to-end flow. And this is about the Tosca API. Okay, so and this is like Tosca automation for Salesforce application. Like we are going to provide a complete overview on Salesforce. Well, like what is Salesforce, why we are using Salesforce, and what is the purpose, and how we are going to take the modules, and how we are going to create a Salesforce account, and everything we are going to discuss. And these are the certifications we are going to provide you.
For Salesforce, we are doing some practice or not?
Yes, we are doing some practice.
Okay.
So is it fine, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Yeah. So whatever the content we provided and whatever the price we have given, so nobody will provide this much of content to this. Yeah, like wherever you go, you won't get it. So that much subject we are providing. So this is a better opportunity for you to grow in your career. Like this is completely a code free, so it will be helpful for you for your future. Okay, yeah, all the best. Hope we are all we will meet on Monday. Thank you for joining the session. Okay, good night.
Yeah. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Good night. Bye. Take care.